It works. It really, really works. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Puncher25825. I'm not the host with the most, but I am the best with the rest. And tonight we are going to be doing something completely different. Tonight we are going to be learning more, really, about myself. Kind of like I don't know, Q&A, so to speak, and kind of sort of advertising um, things that I enjoy when I'm off screen. Um, a lot of people don't know this, but I thoroughly enjoy the paranormal life. I enjoy paranormal activity. There's just so many questions, so many answers. All the people that you can help, possibly understand, and everything else based off of things that we possibly don't understand. I'm not sure if that makes any sense at all, but I enjoy the unknown. There is a lot of that to be said, and a lot of fanfare and everything else around TV shows like I don't know, I can't remember pretty much half of the paranormal shows anymore, just because all of them just it's a lot of drama and not so much really dabbing into the fact and science of what is that of to be a paranormal investigator. Yes, it is cool that others, I don't know, take peak interest, so to speak. But there's also some realization to it. Just because I've gone into homes, I've gone into um, different businesses, facilities, adventures, and it is true. You don't know exactly what you're getting into until you're there. But there's this almost a calm peace about trying to connect with some may consider morbid. I'm trying to connect to the the dead, so to speak. Not really, so to speak, but that's pretty much what it is connecting to the dead. We play games about it all the time. How many people out there love to play Phasmophobia, who love to get into the actual hobby of paranormal activity and hunting and this, that, the other. Now, there's a lot of debunks out there, and I've watched some videos, actually just recently, about equipment that people tend to use and how they can debunk it and stuff like that. And it's true. And which is where open mind comes in. I have no idea where I'm going with any of this, other than my love of this field. To me, it's not. It isn't so much. I don't know of trying to have demons come in your home or anything else like that. It's quite literally trying to understand the science and trying to understand everything else behind it. Why is the paranormal trying to reach out to us? Do ghosts exist? None of us could say yes, and none of us could say no. It's all open minded, and it's all about how really you feel. Now, I am I'm not gonna lie. There are some people that tend to take it to an extreme and try and catch, celebrities who just recently passed away for views or something else like that. And they end up using apps and stuff like that. And to me, an app word bank is just that. It's an app word bank. There's nothing proven, and there's nothing you can sit and distort someone else's voice easily through really kind of a voice box or anything else like that. And individuals do, show their stuff on online, showing where there's not a debunk or they're playing an interview or anything else, something else like to try and stop the things that they're being accused of, and that's fine. Me, I this channel, I want to be focusing, at least not here on the Punisher Gaming channel. I want to be, more power to you. Let's all play video games, etc., etc. But on my CIP channel, I want to try and I don't know, maybe answer some of y'all's questions about what you may think about the paranormal. It is what it is. Everyone has their mindset. Um, Me, it is pretty simple, at least for right now. I utilize a homemade ghost box that runs off of a mini amp, a reverb, ghost box, or not ghost box, but almost like a noise cancel. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a ghost noise, something, something. Noise gate. That is. Jeez Louise. A lot of my musician friends are probably going to smack me. And that's fine. And a scanner. Just to see if we can't hear or see anything. You know? I was watching somebody earlier, and they were kind of sort of debunking, or this is pretty much how they felt over the whole years of doing paranormal and stuff like that. And just, I don't know, just telling his experiences and all that kind of fun jazz. I'm not about that. Um, Everyone's going to have their thing. Everybody does, and everybody will. But what I don't want people coming away from the channel thinking, oh, I'm just trying to chase demons. I'm trying to chase this. I'm trying to do that. I'm blah, 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 blah. That's not what it's about. It is not what it's about. This field is, in my opinion, it's about, trying to learn exactly what it is that may be on the other side. And doing so tonight, what I plan on doing tonight is doing an EVP session for those who are interested. And if you're not, that's fine. You know, if it gets uncomfortable, by all means, try and move on, or I don't know. But I've got stories that I could tell for days. And I would be more than open to sit there and tell you some of my experiences through various experiences that I've gone through. I mean, I've been in asylums. I've been in I've been in buildings where people have said have committed suicide. I've been in homes. I've been in apartments. All for the sake of just not really trying to hurt myself or others, but just try and get out there and enjoy, I don't know, maybe that small little thrill. But you guys tell me, what is it that you guys have done? Can you guys even hear me? Like I'm seeing notifications of there not being a signal. Oh, well, dog, it. Well, maybe it's just I don't know. It is what it is. But I mean, like we could, if you want. I mean, I can sit there and tell you guys over one specific, you know, a couple of specific times of where things kind of almost got a little too real. If that is what you guys would like to know, by all means, drop some comments in the chat, share the chat out, and let's talk about your guys' feelings on the afterlife and all that. But what we're gonna do actually is I don't know if you guys want we could fire up um we can fire up the ghost box. And for those who don't know, um ghost box really just another way to communicate with almost like a clearer sound um of anything possible of paranormal. And I think also another thing that comes to my brain too. I know I'm all over the place, like because I'm kind of nervous about doing this, just because sometimes this little stepping out of the comfort zone of what others may or may not like or what they may expect is completely different than what is reality. Reality situation is yes. In paranormal investigations, there are times where you get scared. It's just human. It's human nature. There are things that go bump in the night, and we don't know exactly what they are, and that's fine. Most of the time, ghosts don't, spirits, whatever, they don't want to harm us. They don't want to really infringe on our daily lives. That's not what most ghosts or paranormal or whatever it is you want to whatever it is you want to classify it as. Most individuals or most people just want to they almost get caught in a loop so to speak. I know we've all seen movies or TV shows to where the dead do the same thing over and over again, blah blah blah. That one person slips, falls, breaks an ankle, then all of a sudden ghost gets their ass, whatever. It's true. They're maybe not so much the part of ghosts, harming anybody, but it's so much as yeah, they sometimes spirits get caught in a loop. That or they don't realize they're dead or they have unfinished business here. And sometimes it can get a little crazy because yes, it does happen from time to time where you're not necessarily talking to who you think you're gonna be who you think you're actually talking to. There are a lot of evil spirits out there and I know that. I know that. And whenever I do investigations, I take the necessary precautions in order to ensure that any kind of negativity stays at that place and it doesn't follow me or my teammates home. Whether it be Sage, maybe it be like telling him you can't go, you can't come with me, you can't do this, that, or the other. But there are ways to sit and avoid excuse me, all the negativity that can and might happen when it comes to the paranormal. I always want to have some fun here in a little bit. We're gonna have some fun with the ghost box. I'll put it on. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's not gonna be anything fancy. It's not gonna be anything wrapped in coil or anything else like that. It's gonna be plain and simple. It's gonna be us, spirit box, and everything else. So if that's your kind of cup of tea, by all means, step on in, bros, and grab a grab a juice box, beverage, snack, whatever, and kind of enjoy the ride. It honestly sometimes, if nothing's going on, paranormal activity or doing these investigations can be kind of boring, just because you're not getting what you feel like with all the energy that you push out. Now, this isn't going to be my norm on this channel. It won't be. Uh, but it will be a norm moving forward, really, with Central Illinois Paranormal. I think that's how we're going to, or at least how I hope that we're going to move forward with the team, which consists of myself, um, my oldest, and my ex-wife. I haven't had the chance to actually take them on any. I don't know. I just haven't had enough time or the money to actually spend and actually go to different places. And doing an EVP session for a long time can be extraordinarily exhausting. Just because you're pushing that, you're pushing the envelope. You're pretty much using your energy to try and fuel whatever is in these buildings, whatever it is. Now, I hear others say that they have a gateway to the other side. Now, I don't know how much true that is. I don't think I would want. I don't think I would want a pathway per se. to actually, speak on and openly go there with somebody or somebody who or something claiming to be one thing and they're not. Um, I've pretty much experimented with everything and almost everything, but it is what it is. And I don't know. I guess we're just gonna fire up the EVP. Um, I'll explain how this works. Really, um, bought an um s- updated scanner box. I guess you'd call it, but it's just a little bit of a scanner. It goes through AM FM radio, and for anybody who loves the paranormal knows that um, theoretically, with this scanner in reverse, should not generate any kind of wording or articulated words or anything else like that. Because let's just face it, we're not the only kind of backwards talk that was intentional that I'm aware of is the Pink Floyd album where they actually made it to where you could turn it backwards and whatever. Same concept when it comes to the scanner box. The scanner box theoretically is what it is supposed to be said as the paranormal using and manipulating the sound waves in the spirit box or the scanner to manipulate words that go through whatever channels you may or may have, and then you record it and you go back and you review anything and see if there's any clear responses of anything that you may have a question to or anything else like that. Now, if you have questions, whether it be Facebook, if you can't look at it, whatever, I do have my own personal Facebook up. If you have questions you want me to ask, then by all means, I will do so. And I will do everything I possibly can to get answers. But let's get on. Let's just go ahead and get on with it. And just see here. I'm going to turn the noise gate and the reverb on. Maybe. Now, what this is supposed to do is when this gets turned on, the there's connectors between the scanner that go through the noise gate that will block out that unnecessarily screeching, scratchy noise that everybody hates and finds it extremely annoying. I do too, but this is one of the best ways I feel like I enjoy. And what'll happen is it'll go through a noise gate, and then this is connect to the reverb, for which the reverb will try, or it has an echo, so to speak, that will anybody that has a guitar or anything else like that knows what these pedals do because that's all they really are is guitar pedals. It'll go through the reverb and then it'll have like an echo through our sounding source, which is going to be this mini amp. So hopefully we can get any kind of uh, real intelligent responses, so to speak. Again, I don't have a noise gate. I don't have anything else like that other than a scanner and this ghost box, makeshift ghost box, which I think is pretty badass, if you ask me. But it is what it is. I got noise gate on. I've got reverb on. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my amp. And by all means, let me know in the comments if you can hear everything that's going on. See, I know you can't necessarily see it. Nice little bright light. It goes anywhere for scanning. You can go anywhere between I think 50 to 350 milliseconds for scanning. This new one actually has a temperature gauge on it, so I could see if the temperature comes down. It said that if the temperature drops extravagantly, that an entity may or may not be nearby. So right now we're sitting at 79.7 degrees Fahrenheit, and we haven't even done anything, so it's kind of normal. And let go. As I turn it right back off. That's why we can't have nice things. Me personally, I like to sit between the 150 to 250 range. I think it works the best. And I'm going to do reverse. So that way there's no way of any kind of manipulation. I have it at 250. And you'll hear it. Sometimes it likes to yell at me too. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear anything. Yep, that was loud. Who is here with me? Is there anybody here tonight? And with EVP sessions, really, you just want to try and give them a chance to respond. So that way, I don't know, so that way you could try and debunk. Is there anybody here with me tonight? And if you guys catch something that I don't, let me know. Is there anyone here? What is your name? Is there anybody that would like to communicate tonight? Again, not sure what you said. Thank you for the response. My name is. I normally don't say this on screen, but my name is Ricky. How are you? I hear you trying. I know it's been a while since we've done this. How are you? I'm not here to harm you. I'm just here to understand who or what. Is there any possible way? Can we? Can I help you in any way? Is there anyone? No. Who all is here? Hello. I may be alone here, but I have a little bit of an audience. Is there anything you want to say to them? Don't be shy. Come on. Don't be shy. You haven't been shy in the past. Who is this? How many people are actually here with me? Thank you for trying. I think you could do some more. Come on. How many are here? If you guys, I don't know if you guys caught that. Again, how many are you? And who are you? I know I can't be the only one. Come on. Keep on pushing on, pushing on. I know you're here. I'm friendly. We could be we could be friends. Would you like to be friends? No. Come on. I know you want to be friends. Maybe not that close, but you could try harder than that. Give me a clearer response. That was clear. Thank you. Not exactly sure what you said there, but definitely clear. Can you try and repeat it one more time for me, please? No? Radio silence now? Do we try a different revenue? There we go. Hi. See, we can be friendly. One of my followers is wanting to know if you are afraid to speak. And if you are afraid to speak, why? Yes, you're yes, you're dead. My name is Ricky. What is yours? Again, are you afraid to speak? Yeah. Why? Do I know do I know you? Don't be shy. If you know me, you should know you shouldn't be shy. Do I know you? I hear you trying. Do I know you? Could you repeat that again, please? If I know you, how? How do I know you? Are you friend or family? Are you a relative? Are you someone that passed away recently? Or somewhat recently? What? Do I have to start getting a little aggravated to start to get the energy flowing? Who is this? You can do better than that. Who is this? Did you say Chris? Who is this? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Doing something a little different tonight. We are doing an EVP session. Trying to gear up and have some fun for my new channel. Not only do I like to play games, but I like to hunt the paranormal. Try and get a knowledge base. Hello. I might have just gotten told to go away. Not 100% sure. But I use a simple method of EVP. I just use a scanner. I made my own ghost box, um, to where I could get somewhat of a clear picture or a clearer sound without using like a word amp or a word dictionary that you get in applications. I think those are extra. I think they're extraordinarily. I don't know. I can't find the word. Like, I think they're geared up for more making you feel like you're talking to somebody, but not. But this is not going to be, or my paranormal channel is not going to be about trying to find the next, celebrity that passed away or anything else like that. That's not what I'm about. I am 100% true blue interested about who is on the other side, who I could talk to, who I can help, and maybe help you guys get some closure, or if you have any questions about the paranormal. You know, that is what this is about. It's about learning. It isn't about, oh, what celebrity can I try and get in contact with this week? Ain't happening. Now, this can be a little bit more draining. And it yelled at me. I hate when it yells. But what we're doing currently right now is we're doing FM backwards, so a reverse sweep. So there should be no reason or why there should be any clear words coming out of this mini amp. None whatsoever. It is said, like I had stated previously, that with the radio and stuff like that, that the paranormal use the electronic waves through the radio to connect with the living, which is why we use such things like EMF meters and stuff like that to see if there is anything in the area. And if anybody's ever used an EMF meter, it goes from green to red and stuff like that. And I'm explaining it to him. But this is what an EMF, a lot of, if not all electricians use this. To pretty much show, electromagnetic force or whatever it is. I can't exactly remember the terminology, but it is said that if anything, for no rhyme or reason, you put it down, and if for whatever reason you start asking questions, the lights light up, and there's nothing in front of it or anything near for it to go off, then it is said that his spirit has used its energy to go in front of that EMF meter to show that they're there and quickly vanish as soon as they get there. I have seen my EMF meter go off when I was down at the Lincoln Memorial or Lincoln's Tomb, multiple churches, multiple buildings I've been into, that you can't necessarily explain why it went off when it's right in the middle of a hallway with no wires or anything else. It's just weird, but good to know that there's something more than just us in the universe. Ain't that right? I don't think it's going to talk. Or it's going to agree with me. It is what it is. And the reason I chose this little bit of an angle is because it shows there's nothing behind there that's manipulating anything of what is being put into the ghost box. It's just straight up scanning. For whatever reason, one of my followers wants to know if it's Jim Carrey talking. I know it's not. Do you need a break? Hello? Do you need a break? Now, I do tend to get a little off the wall sometimes, especially when I'm investigating and they're kind of sort of, if I know I am in a hostile area, um if for whatever reason they're rude to my teammates, I will be rude right back. I'm a firm believer in, what's fair is fair. If they're mean to me, then I am mean to them. But again, this is the first EVP session I've done in probably about 7, 8 months. So I used to do it a lot and just have fun with it. Yeah, have fun with it. Um, there's really now I'm being yelled at. Yeah, sad. Why are you yelling at me? I'm just trying to get your voice out there for the people to hear. So, are you sad? Thank you for the response. Could you say that a little clearer? Thank you. What? Some of this I'm just gonna have to go back and listen to. That's part of the fun is actually going back into the video and or recording and seeing what exactly responses you have. And if this is something you guys thoroughly enjoy, let me know. Let me know in the comments. It's a little different and it's a little eerie or can be. Um why are you sad? What? Again, why are you sad? How old are you? That's the one question I don't necessarily ask all that often because I don't necessarily get a response. But how old are you? Spit it out. How old are you? Chat, did did you say you were 30? Did you say how old are you? Is there more than one of you? Yeah? Is there a male and female here? How old are you? Well, I already said that. You're 32. I don't normally ask this, but how'd you die? Generally, that's something you ask. All right. If you're exhausted, then bless you, I guess. Did you just sneeze? Where are you? How can I help you? Yeah. Generally, yes, they do get very angry when you ask them how they died. Um, Generally not a question I take lightly. Um, but in order to rile something up, I will rattle that cage like none other. All right. You have anything to say for the? You have anything to say to my followers? You have anything to say to my followers before I go? Do you guys have any questions for him or her before we end this? Is your name Chansey? Chauncey? Is your name Chance? All right. Well, I'm going to be ending this. Don't interrupt me. I'm going to be ending this session for those who have or may not be here, negative sources or anything else like that. You do not have permission to be in my home. This session is going to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Interesting night one, I guess. So, let me know in the comments or Facebook, whatever it is, you know me, reach me out to me. However, is this something that I should do on a regular basis? Is this something you guys would enjoy? Um, I know it's I know it's different, and I know it could be totally out of people's I don't know, kind of out of their realm, out of their comfort zone. Because some people, in a sense, they want to know what's on the other side, but in a sense, when they if or when they do know, they don't want to know. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but sometimes some people are get a little too curious and kind of just deal with it as is. But this is just a kind of a quick trial run here on excuse me, I'm dying. Here on Twitch, or not really Twitch, YouTube. Sorry. Wrong brand. It is what it is. Um I'll edit that out. That'll be my little go to, you know what I'm saying? But no. I'll go to the other part of this and I will try and edit it, that like video wise, etc., whatever, what have you, and try and get clippets of what we may or may not have seen and try and make a compile out of it for night one. So I'm Push25825. Again, not the host with the most, but I am the best with the rest. Um, and I will see you guys later. Doing stuff like this kind of gets me a little tired too, because I got to put a lot of energy into it. So I will talk to you guys a little later. And if anybody wants to know, or if anybody wants responses and stuff like that, I will try and make a compilation, and get everything prepared for when I can stream for my new YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll see you guys more and more. And I'm out. Deuces.